One county, two schools, and a whole lot of bragging rights. It's Johnson and Johnson for our sports overtime game of the week. Undefeated Johnson County Central hosting Johnson Brock. JCC is having a breakthrough season. Packed house tonight in Tecumseh. Home team facing a fourth down in the opening half. Wes Swanson decides to tuck and run, and that's a good choice. Thunderbirds take an 8-0 lead. Johnson Brock then matches in the second quarter. Hayden Grovat out of the Wildcat goes up the middle to tie the game. Grovat later playing wide receiver brings in the Wyatt Fulton pass, and he takes on three defenders and bullies his way into the end zone. Eagles have their first lead of the night. JB turns it on after that. Fulton to Brody Kaler. BK, have it your way. Hauls in the tipped pass and strolls into the end zone. Johnson Brock scores 54 unanswered points. The Eagles claim bragging rights while handing JCC its first loss of the season. 10-11's Chase Madison has more from our Game of the Week.
Well, Kevin, I'm here with the winners of our Game of the Week. It's the Johnson Brock Eagles. I got Hayden Grovat and Brody Kaler alongside me. You guys fell behind 8-0 to the T-Birds, then score 54 unanswered points. Just how does it feel?
Feels great. I mean, 10 miles away, we knew we had something going into this. It was a little more personal. We really wanted this one, and looking up at that score, man, that felt awesome. We fought back and got the dub.
Brody, one heck of a catch to really just break the doors open on this game. What was going through your head when you reached the end zone and realized the ball was in your hands?
I had just a one-hand grab on it, and then it kind of tipped into my chest and kind of just walked in the end zone. I knew no one was near me.
Hayden, you caught one tonight, you threw one tonight, and you ran one in. Kind of spoiling the Thunderbirds' homecoming, don't you think?
Have fun.
What was the conversations on the sidelines to allow only 8 points tonight?
Mostly just our coaches, just telling us to believe in them, and we trust them, and I mean that showed. We held them to 8 points, and we really trust our coaches.
How important is this win for the rest of your season?
I mean, very important. They were one of the undefeated teams in the state coming into this, and we knew that this was a must-win after that week one. We planned to win out, so I mean, we're going to try our hardest each week, but this one is very important.
All right, Johnson Brock's the winners of our Game of the Week. Reporting in Tecumseh, Chase Madison, 10-11 Sports.
Eagles! Meanwhile, in Lincoln, only one city team enters tonight with an undefeated record. It's Lincoln Northeast, a school on the other side of a 24-game losing streak. The Rockets had a turnaround last year and is now chasing a playoff berth this fall. A win tonight would put that goal within reach. The 3-0 Rockets welcoming North Platte to Beechner Field. L&E falls behind by 14 points. Tyron Buckley flips the momentum. Kickoff return for a touchdown. Later, it's tied at 14 apiece. North Platte looking to go back in front. Quincy Montoya with a pick in the end zone. Huge play. Game stays tied at the break. L&E then comes out of the half strong. Grant Matson slings it to Kamari Corals. Diving catch puts Northeast in the red zone. They'd score moments later. Lincoln Northeast goes on to win. The Rockets now 4-0 for the first time in 15 years. Over to Seacrest Field, crosstown game between Lincoln East and Lincoln Southwest. Turner Wilkie lets it fly to a diving Sam Sutko. 34-yard touchdown. East up by 2 scores in the second half. Wilkie then just starts throwing the ball all over the yard. This time he hits Najee Brown, the young fella, vibing in the end zone. Silverhawks try to rally. Quarterback Thatcher Shelton scrambles, 15-yard pickup, but Lincoln East prevails 20-0. Other city teams in action tonight. Lincoln North Star big winners on the road, and Lincoln High victorious at South Sioux City 26-21. Lincoln Northwest with a chance for the program's second varsity win. The Falcons welcoming 0-3 Hastings. Strong arm Sammy Jurgens finds Xavier Wells downfield. Falcons looking to build on its 14-point lead. Jurgens then to Wells again. This good for a score. Lincoln Northwest goes up 28-7. 4 seconds left in the half. Tyson Johnson from 59 yards out splits the uprights. That ties the state record, which was set in 1999. He has the nice moment. Northwest has the nice win. The Falcons snap a 14-game losing streak. Congrats to those boys. Another city stop. Lincoln pies the 10th at Aldrich Field against Platteview. Tied in the second. Maddox easily drops a dime. Carter Goki, 40-yard pickup, ends up leading to a Bolt TD. Right before halftime, here comes the Trojans. Landon Grostidier off his back foot to Owen Trofholtz. Breaks a few, takes it inside the 10. Pius gets a stop, though, and that's key. They go on to win 19-14. No more shaming the Lincoln Christian playbook. Crusaders ran a quadruple option last week. Brennan Schrader doesn't care about that. He plays for Syracuse. Head tapper by Maxwell Party. The student section saw it and they loved it. Leads to a Rockets touchdown. Lincoln Christian's Matthew Witt keeps it on the option. He finds some space, 28-yard gain, but it's Syracuse on the road winning tonight 34-16. Home opener for Parkview Christian. Yes, home opener on September 19th. That's late. Pass tipped and into the hands of Luke O'Mell. Oh my, a few plays later, it's O'Mell on offense. He finds the edge and finds 38 yards in front of him, including the end zone. Shelton, though, too much tonight. Dogs 31, Patriots 14. Tonight's scores are at the bottom of your screen. They're also available at 1011now.com. More highlights are coming up.